talking about NBA All-Star weekend is around the corner. Might come up a little bit about the preparations for it on our piercing truth part, but we still are fans. Everyone can vote, even you listening on the pod, but we're giving our picks. Who are we voting to be in the game? Are both of our starting fives? We can't vote on reserves, I guess, but we both have our starting fives. We both have it. So, Rem, do you want to start in the East, West? We can do a little unveiling here.
Let's do the West? Do you want to do the West first? We can do the West.
All right. And I'm not worried about the West. About no one
We
in the
can
West.
easy West lock number 1, Jokic.
Let's see here. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, Jokic. Jokic is the easiest lock of all. I think it's the easiest. Is Jokic the easiest lock in the whole thing?
You stand West? So
Yeah.
you're saying Jokic is MVP of the league right now?
I don't know if I'd say all that. Joel Embiid has been killing it this year. How many games in a row has he had that 30-10? And I know he's, dinked and dunked to get to it, but
still.
All fair.
Is it a little Westbrookian?
Probably.
But it's still been pretty impressive. And he did it against Jokic the other night.
Exactly.
What does it mean? Should we talk about that matchup now, or is that an Embiid thing? Did you take away Jokic stuff from that, or is that Embiid stuff?
I think it was more Embiid stuff.
Okay. And I mean, we just finished watching that Nuggets Celtics game as well, too. Yeah. So Jokic is obviously I don't know if there's any question marks. And I still think with that matchup, is he like 70-some% from the field over the last 10 games?
It's something. It's something
75 plus percent.
He's been on another level in terms of efficiency. I think that's his. I mean, and it makes sense because the Nuggets, now they've won a championship. They understand, that they are good. They still have to stay good, but they're not as worried as the regular season. They understand what it takes to be a champion. There's no longer that, scaredness. And so they can work on certain things. And Jokic has obviously made it his goal to be as efficient as possible. And he's, he always, I think in the past he has been efficient as possible. He's been really efficient in terms of stats, but he's really taken it to another level in terms of taking shots taking great shots. And let's see here for the season, he's actually taken a step back from the field. Actually, his shooting numbers are down across
from last season.
From last season.
But recently,
more recently has been really efficient. It is interesting. I think there's like some score if he takes a certain number of shots, like the Nuggets are more likely to lose. But it's just like, he's going to take more shots when they're down. The last couple of games, yeah, you're right. In the last 6 games, because the game before that kind of was just screwy.
Last 10, he's 76%.
Yeah, the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last 7 games, he's been 72% from the field, 50% from 3, and 81 from free throw. So
the 70, 50, 80 club.
Oh my gosh. That's 70% from the field is wild on almost 14 shots attempted, and most of that is screwed over by the Detroit game where he only took 3 shots and had 16 assists. But anyway, Jokic just doing whatever he wants, and I think that's again on display this year.
Easy lock.
All right. You want to stay in the front court, or I guess I'll go next.
We both have Jokic. Yeah.
My other big man, or one of my big men, was AD. At 30 years old.
As your starter?
As a starter. I had Anthony Davis as a starter.
Oh, okay.
I think he's played insane this year. I'm trying to see.
Okay, so wait, who's the other front court guy?
Let's see here. I have, since I'm going to be revealing it, where do we go?
Now I have to know.
I had AD, and then I had KD.
Oh, an AD KD combo.
AD KD Jokic. Yeah. I guess since I give it up, who are your other two?
So I had Jokic.
Okay.
I had LeBron.
LeBron.
Now and that's just I think that's just obviously, and we can get into it, but I think that's just the way it's going to be. So I'm just putting him in that spot.
Yeah, he's gonna be there. I'm not saying who would think it is. I mean, I put who I think should be there, but yeah, if I thought who was going to be there, LeBron, he's gonna get.
Okay, we can.
Yeah.
Okay, we can definitely talk that out then. But my other front court guy, and this one is probably, this is like maybe an 80% lock. I think I'm gonna go Kawhi. I think it's got to be Kawhi. And I think it was, and I think it was Durant for a long time, but the Clippers lately, I think it's got to be one of the Clippers, and I think it's obviously Kawhi, and I think they get a starter.
I don't know. Paul George is really showing up on offense.
Yeah, the Paul George numbers have been fantastic. All the Clippers guys have been pretty crazy, but I think Kawhi is like Jokic and Kawhi are definitely my two votes, and then I'm doing the LeBron one just because I think that's kind of the way it's going to be. But so are you gonna change Kawhi for KD? I guess, are you gonna do it for KD or Davis?
I'm gonna keep KD in there. I think he's having another great season. His shooting, I think he's, he kind of been quitting on the team a little bit there, but I think he's kind of continued to back it up at 35 years old. And you're right, Kawhi, the last couple games, they've been on another level. I mean, they really have. I think Durantula has been out a little bit. Oh no, he's still in. Still in, yeah. So he was hurt for a couple games there. And they've been a little bit up and down here in terms of win losses. But they lost to the Clippers. But he still had 37-7. And then they beat the Lakers, beat Portland, and then beat the Kings. So looking at the last several games. So I do get it though. I do get why you would have Kawhi over there in terms of, but I think both of them have players on their team who are more the focal point of their offense. Now Kawhi has shown up on defense. Some of the plays he's been making, but I think KD is scoring and puts them there. And it's an all-star game. I want to see scoring. I don't really want to see defense. So in terms of all-star, I'd put KD and then AD over LeBron. Like, LeBron will be there, but when you look at the big games, that Anthony Davis has had this season, he's definitely, I think he's more not more impactful, but I think in terms of statistics and just straight up numbers, like I think he has been really good over the course of this whole season, consistent night after night. And to see him playing at this level for this long, not really hurt, I think speaks a lot. And I think the Lakers are in a similar situation as last year, except LeBron and AD have not been hurt at all, which is kind of you start questioning what's going on. But in terms of output, I think LeBron slowed a little bit, which is totally okay. But the last 2 years before the season, he had 37-8, and then this, or 28, 28, almost 29, 8-7, and now this year he's been 24, 7-6, and that's a little dip, but it's still a dip. It's still a little dip. That's straight. Now these are raw numbers, and I think in terms of impact on the game, he's been huge. He's had to play every single game this season so far. I think so, or most of the games. He's played a lot of the games. His shooting numbers have improved from 32 to 39% from three. And I think it does matter, but he's been healthy. He's been in there, and I think I think AD has really. I think he's been consistently. I think AD has consistently put up better stats than LeBron. Now, does this mean AD is a better player than LeBron? No, I don't think. I wouldn't sit here and make that argument. But I mean, I think it's close. But I think AD has put up bigger stats than LeBron throughout the season.
So Kawhi, so the Clippers, the last 22 games as a team are 18-4. I believe that's the best record in the league over that stretch. Kawhi has played 18 of those games. He is 25 points a game. The 56, 49, 92 club for Kawhi. 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Like you mentioned, the defense as well, too. Plus 9.3 box score. So are we saying Kawhi's a lock?
I mean, maybe for you. I mean, I have a totally different person there. I think LeBron's a lock. I think.
I thought you said you were putting Kawhi over AD.
I put KD in there just because I want to see more scoring in the All-Star game.
Oh, so you're just keeping it the way you had it?
Yeah, I think in terms of scoring, I think KD has the edge. And I think, I think, just it's when you look offensively for the Clippers, Kawhi kind of becomes the third option. He has shown up in moments, but I think KD is shouldering more of his team scoring load than Kawhi is. So, but so I would put KD in there, but it is just skill set. I understand. I get why some people might have Kawhi over KD. And it is just parts of the game, but that's what the All-Star game is for, is scoring.
Can I tell you the guy that I want? Can I tell you the guy that I want to put on the front court?
Just throw him in there.
Okay, I'm trying to see if I can actually make this vote work. Let me see if I can move some guys around real quick. Oh, I don't think it's gonna let me do it. I'm gonna keep trying, but the guy. So if we could make this work, the guy that I was wanting to put in there. So for me, Jokic, LeBron. Maybe I don't want to jump ahead. Maybe it's move Luka into the front court and make this guy a guard. But the guy I wanted to make the case for an all-star starter.
It's a bonus.
Do we have to put Anthony Edwards on as an all-star starter?
Court? Not in the front court. I mean, the back court? No, not. There's no space in the back court.
But can we move Luka into the front court?
Now you get
and then Edwards into the backcourt.
Shenanigans.
Like I said, I don't think it's gonna let me vote this way for real.
Yeah, so if the league lets you vote that and then put it in.
Well, you might have me there because I don't think there's a way.
So we can't do it. We can't do it either. So
So there's no case for it.
I mean,
if it's impossible.
Yeah, exactly.
Do we have time to contact the league? IT, can we get the league on the line quickly?
I'm just saying,
on Basketball Reference, he's played 20% of his minutes at small forward. That's enough. 5th of your minutes.
Yeah, I don't. Again, the league does not consider him a front court player. So,
Okay, that's fine then. I can stick with LeBron. If you're making me stick with LeBron, I'll stick with LeBron. So I'll go Jokic, Kawhi, LeBron.
All right, and then I think we both have the same backcourts, Luka and SGA.
Yeah,
it is kind of surprising that it's just so locked in with Curry still existing, but that's where we're at with the Warriors. Also, RIP to the Warriors assistant coach who passed away recently due to a heart attack. I have respect for him. I'm not going to try to butcher his name, but I really, prayers out to the Warriors. I know they've had a tough time the last couple of weeks. We've had jokes and stuff, but yeah, prayers out to them. They postponed tonight's game. So, yeah, never want to see anyone go. And also shout out to the Raptors head coach for running that first play. for his honor. Yeah, I think they knew each other since was it high school or something? 7 years old, and known each other for a
I
long time. So
I had seen the part where they were friends, but yeah, I didn't know how far, that how much history they had between the two of them like that.
yeah, yep. But yeah, are you kind of surprised? I mean, this is where we're at. Curry is just not an all-star starter.
So if I'm being honest, like to go back to it, I think I would have Edwards in my front backcourt rankings over Curry as an all-star
Wow.
starter. I don't think if all NBA doing individual
Yeah,
stuff,
all NBA.
Curry has some pedigree, but the Timberwolves are the second best team in the league with second best record in the league.
And you got Anthony Edwards talking smack while he's doing it, looking like Jordan. Do you see it? Does he look like Jordan?
Well, it's tough because I mean the thing is Jordan is Jordan. Guys are going to imitate Jordan. So is he going to do things that resemble Jordan? I mean, probably. He's probably watching him and
And he looks
trying
like
to
Jordan. You ever see the side by
implement those
side?
things. Yeah, I've seen the stuff. He's got the armband,
Exactly.
you know.
He's like the way he shoots too. Some of the way he runs. I don't know.
The
It's
athleticism. I
yeah.
will say
It's
his athleticism more Jordan like than Kobe's. I don't know. That might be a weird thing,
I
but
don't know. Destroyed the Clippers like a week ago. I don't know.
I
There's
mean, I does he resemble Jordan in the way that Trae Young resembles Steph? In that guys are
yeah.
gonna again,
That's a
and
good
guys are
good
gonna do the
comparison.
same things. And I
That's a good
mean, he's
comparison.
better, obviously, but
Yeah. No, that's a good comparison. Um, I mean, I definitely think that, Trae Young passes a lot more than Curry, and I don't know if there's that much variance between
maybe Trae Young's
Jordan's
more
and
Harden like.
Anthony Edwards. Yeah. No, he is. Now he's flailing. He's getting all those calls flailing into guys. Um,
I'm sure he's watching Jordan highlights, and then it's just gonna be, maybe it's even subconsciously too. But I mean, players are
uh,
gonna imitate their favorite players. So, and he's like one of the guys that has the rare combination of everything to actually be able to pull off a Michael Jordan imitation and
yeah.
do it decently on a basketball court, have the athleticism, have the build, have the swagger, the demeanor, the way he carries himself, just the confidence in big moments.
Yeah. No, I'm really excited for the Timberwolves this postseason if they stay healthy. I mean, they were the team we pointed to last year that was closest to really challenging the Nuggets, and now they're looking serious, looking real.
It's
Also,
I really wanted to see if there was a case for him over Luca, but it's
yeah,
I mean,
it's
Luca's 30
tough.
plus points a game.
It's
I mean,
tough.
Edwards the last month has been 28 points a game, 49, 39, 85 splits, which is, I mean, that's amazing for Anthony
Sheesh.
Edwards if he's, on the brink of 50, 40, 85. I mean, that's pretty, you're going to take that. But like the advanced stats, he's 23rd
Mhm.
in box plus minus, 24th in value over replacement player, 41st in PERs. So again, it's hard to build a case for him over Luca with the way Luca is playing. But the Timberwolves are the
Yeah,
number one seed. He's been there. I know, there's some defense stuff there too with the way Gobert's emerged this year, but he's obviously been their guy. So I feel like they need to be rewarded in that. So obviously he's a lock on my bench, but I would
yeah.
have, is it crazy to say, would you still have Curry over him
Curry over
if
Anthony
they
Edwards.
if they needed like a sub, if they had to sub
Yeah,
in a starter, would you sub in Curry first?
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
I still would. I don't think it's really. I don't think it's too close yet. I mean, you look at the Timberwolves; they're a good roster.
Yeah.
Jaden McDaniels has really taken a step. I think, having slow mo doesn't hurt. And I mean, it's one of those things that I think, NBA, us as NBA fans are bad at. And that's giving time for teams to mesh together. Now, the Clippers probably took a little longer than they should have, but, giving the Timberwolves time to have Cat, Gobert, work together, figure out how they're going to work together to be a good, good team. I think you can see the fruits of that now. Just being comfortable with each other and playing.
Curry this year, he's 26, 4-4, 39% from three. The thing is, obviously, it's just the Warriors. The Warriors are 12th in the West.
Yeah, it's just
12th. Who's 11th? Are the Jazz 11th? They're below the Jazz right now?
I think it's the Jazz, yeah. Yeah, the Jazz have started to play a lot better.
They're 2 spots away from the play-in.
Yeah.
So I don't want to disrespect Curry and the Curry stuff, but
it's like Curry and who? I mean, the Timberwolves have Cat. Like Cat may have been losing a lot of games, but he's still a really good offensive player. Like,
would you rather have Cat or Kuminga?
Cat. I would rather have Cat right now. I mean, if I was doing, the next 5 years, I'd definitely take.
Can we hook Sam up to a lie detector? Hook this man up to a test.
This season, on his
own,
the contract, I'd still have Cat. I'd still rather have Cat. Kuminga's close, but Cat's shooting is just something else.
Sam, I know there's like things that just Sam absolutely that just like make his skin crawl when he hears about it, and I know for a while the Karl Anthony Towns contract was one of them. So
it's tough.
It's a quick pivot away from your boy Kuminga.
It's tough. I love Kuminga, and but Cat's consistent scoring. Kuminga's not nearly as polished.
Is he still a top 5 most highest paid person in North America or whatever that stat was?
Something. I don't know. Let me see.
Maybe he's top 10 now with the Jaylen Brown contract, but definitely could Wiggins go back and start for the Timberwolves now?
Yeah, 5-158 doesn't seem that big anymore.
What's the last number on that? Do you have it?
36
for Towns.
36. He's actually in a contract year.
Oh well, that's just because the extension hasn't kicked in yet.
Let's see. When is the extension? Oh, 4 years, 22. I don't know why they didn't put it in. Come on now. Oh,
so
okay.
He's at
so he's 49. He has a player option for 61 mil.
49, 53, 57, 61. I think Kuminga will probably be getting paid like on a max salary, like 32 million, 40 million at that point.
Yeah.
If all goes well.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point. If all goes well.
So would you rather
you're getting with Cat?
So would you rather have Cat at 60 million?
Hey, I said for this season. This season only 36 million Cat. I would rather have him. Give it a year or two after he gets a $13 million raise in 1 year.
Are the Timberwolves better with Naz Reid on the court? Is the question.
That is a legitimate likelihood in these next couple of years.
Wait, did we pick the front courts or we picked the starters already? We had our 5 guys?
Yeah, I think we have our 5 guys. In the West.
And then you had Steph. Are we going to do reserves in the West or are we going to do East starters quick?
We're going to do East starters. I did not have reserves up. I'm not going to lie.
I have guys I can throw at you after.
Okay.
Pause.
All right. So I'm guessing our locks are the same for the center and Embiid.
Joel?
I think the East is going to be a lot easier, not going to lie.
The front court anyways.
Because I also had Giannis and Jason there.
Yeah. Double locks. Yeah, I guess triple locks?
Triple locks. Yeah. I think they're clearly the best.
Let me look up the list.
Like Bam, Julius, Pascal Siakam, who just got traded.
All-star starters.
I mean, he's going to be putting up some crazy points with the Pacers who don't care about him.
That's true. Is Siakam going to be at like 31 points a game, but the Pacers are going to win 14 games because they're giving up 150? I don't know. He might bring some defense, but the thing is, like, even if you looked at some of the numbers, if you found some guy with numbers and made a numbers case with Tatum, the Celtics are the best team in the league right now. Like, they have to have an all-star starter. So, I mean, it's Giannis, Embiid, and the best player on the best team in the league.
Yeah.
Like, where's the other guy? I guess there's no other case.
Yeah.
Banchero?
Derek White? Oh, you mean for those starters?
Yeah, for the starters. Unless you're going to say that Jaylen Brown's playing better than Tatum for some reason, but I feel like the backcourt is the interesting one because I have 3 guys for 2 spots.
Mm. Who do you got? Who are your 3 guys?
So this is not in order necessarily, but the 3 guys that I have are Haliburton, Brunson, and Maxey.
Brunson. Okay.
Oh, you're surprised by Brunson. So you think Haliburton and Maxey?
Yeah, I think Haliburton and Maxey clearly are. I think they're the top 2. I mean, Brunson,
So you think Maxey over Brunson's not a debate?
it's close, but I mean, there is a reason why the Knicks needed changes, and I mean, they know that Brunson needs a little help, because Randall's in his way. But I do think, I mean, I do like Tyrese over him. I mean, then again, Jalen Brunson isn't playing with like the best offensive center in the league. So it is close, but we have seen, Daniel Tyrese has stepped up. So I don't know. It is close, but I didn't even think about it. I just put Tyrese in. The 2 Tyrese.
I mean, the numbers are almost identical going into tonight anyways, recording this obviously Friday night, if you didn't pick that up when we said Celtics Nuggets, but Brunson is 26 points, 5 assists, 47, 42, 82 shooting splits. Maxey is 26 points, 6 assists, 45, 38, 85 splits. So Brunson slightly more efficient from 3. It's really just as the lead guy in the offense, does he get the nod versus Maxey is the number 2? Plus, do the Sixers get 2 all-star starters?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Can that be the one? Is that the one duo in the league that could be the 2 all-star starters?
I mean,
the Lakers are 10th in the West right now, so I don't think it's not gonna be Davis and LeBron. So make the case for Gobert and Edwards.
Gobert and Edwards
for starters.
I don't think they should both be starters. I wouldn't put Gilbert in as a starter.
But have Maxey and the Sixers earned that? Do they get that nod?
I think they've been one of the best pairings together in the league. And, I do understand putting Jalen Brunson over him, and I think Brunson will probably
I didn't say that's what I had.
But yeah. Yeah, but no, I do see where people are coming from in terms of Brunson being the number 1 option on the team, him not playing with like Embiid, him not having as easy time. And now, I mean, with the trades, it is easier to see him play well. Having OG Anunoby on the team has definitely helped him. But yeah, I mean, they're only 2 places away. Let's see here. They just have 2 more wins, 2 less wins than them. So it's not like it's a significantly better team. But I'm personally more married to Maxey's play style. I like him more as a player. I mean, I know just watching him play. Now we are big fans of Jalen Brunson on this pod, so it's no shade at Jalen Brunson, but between the 2 for an all-star game, I'm definitely going for what is the most visually pleasing game to me. At the same time as still respecting what players are on there, and I definitely would put Maxey there, and I think it's a great start for a young player.
What if you wouldn't consider maybe Brunson and Maxey?
No, I think Haliburton has to be a starter. That's not
leads the league in assists.
Yeah, that's definitely not an argument.
49, 40, 86 shooting splits. It's tough. I was thinking about giving Brunson the nod for just being the lead guy, and that Knicks team is playing well. Since the Anunoby trade, he's 27-8 as well too. The Anunoby thing. So
shout out Tyler Hero for shutting down the Hawks late.
Oh, Tyler Hero lockdown.
It was a 1-point game, man. Tune in to see it.
So you're gonna. So Maxey's the pick. Should I pick? I was undecided. So if you're saying Maxey's the better pick,
I'm putting Maxey. I mean, I like Maxey's upside a little more because Jalen Brunson, as a player, like he's making do with what he has. I mean, I think he's a really good player, but I think with Maxey, you can see his ceilings a little bit higher when you see his speed, the way he attacks the basket. I think if he shoots a bit better. While I think Brunson is right now starting to hit his ceiling, like in terms of what he can do. And like, Maxey is not the number one option, but that means also he's not getting the same number of shots. Maybe we could actually see that. All right. Yeah, but no, I would have Tyrese. So I think just to let the people at home know where we are at with our picks, I have in the West Jokic, Davis, KD, SGA, Doncic. In the West or East, I have Tatum, Giannis, Embiid, Haliburton, and Maxey. You want to give your picks?
Yeah, I've done a slight pivot here, scrolling through the names. Oh, here.
Live on the pod.
I didn't realize this, but you can vote for any player you want. So I did see that Victor Wembanyama's name was on here.
I'm surprised he didn't already have him.
As a lock? Leads the league in blocks per game. Longest neck of any of these starters. I've got Jokic, Kawhi, LeBron, SGA, Luka in the West. And then for the East, I've got Embiid, I've got Giannis, I've got Tatum. I've got Haliburton.
Okay. You got Wemby?
Right now? Yeah, Wemby in both the East and the West. And then I have Brunson's picture in right now.
Okay.
And I just X'd it off. And now I'm looking at Maxey and Brunson. I'll vote for Brunson. Brunson's my guy. LaMelo?
So Maxey or Haliburton?
Haliburton.
Okay.
Yeah. Embiid, Giannis, Tatum, Haliburton, Brunson.
And who was in your West?
SGA, Luka, Jokic, LeBron, Kawhi.
LeBron, Kawhi. Okay. All right. Well, both solid lists. A little different on front courts, but yeah, there's a lot of good forwards in this.
No, actually, West I do think now. You might be right. I think Maxey might be the right pick, but I'll vote for Brunson.
Yeah, it's close, but yeah. Also, shout out to DeJounte Murray, former Spur, hitting a three almost from half court to put the lead up over by the Heat. I thought the game was over. They're up by 4, the Heat, with like 19 seconds left.
Here, let me go back and see if I can watch this. He just hit a game winner against the Magic.
Yeah, that's what they were showing the clip of. Beat the Magic at home, or beat the Magic in Atlanta. So, man, I don't know, 2 seconds. We'll see. Heat culture. I love how they really have the Heat on their jerseys have Heat culture.
Yeah, and maybe some of the worst jerseys that have been around.
That's not, even if they are using the white hot print.
I know I said Kawhi, but I'm officially submitting my vote with Wemby over Kawhi just because of the trade. So,
oh my gosh.
Still
Spurs guy through and through.
Oh, wait, I'm not a robot.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, this is a real person voting that's actually trying to think about it. Oh, here we go. Bet. Ooh, that looks good. Can I throw a couple of options for you at the reserves quick?
Okay, yeah.
So there's 7 reserves for each. Zion's one of them if you want to start with the West.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just name the guys at you.
Okay.
Throw the names, and then we've got to get 7 guys out of this list.
All right.
So, well, I have Durant down. You said he's a lock, right? Because you had him in as a starter.
Mm-hmm.
So we both Durant's in, Curry's obviously in. So let me think. Do you have Edwards as a lock? Yeah, Davis is in.
Yeah. I mean, there has to be someone from the number 1 seed. Like, there's just got to be someone.
Let me write this down. KD. Okay, so that's 4. Steph, Ant, Davis, KD, because that's what I have, and then you would have 2 guys that I left out. So the options left for the West, we get 3 guys out of this list. I'm just gonna throw the guys at you. Devin Booker, Jamal Murray, James Harden, Zion, Sabonis, Chet, Paul George, Rudy Gobert, Sven Goon, Karl Anthony Towns, Markkanen.
Markkanen, he's been kind of up and down. I don't know. Sven Goon
playing better lately.
Sven Goon has to get in there, though.
Oh, he's a lock?
I think he has to get in.
Okay.
He's been really good. And they always put in like someone who's playing really well, who you kind of don't know about, but he's there. Like there's Trae Young one year, or Markkanen. I think Sven Goon is going to be the Markkanen this year.
He's the one guy.
The low seed guy. 25 and 10.
That sneaks in.
Yeah, you're like, what? Like, and injury reserves could change all of this. I mean, obviously, with the new rules, all NBA rules, we've suddenly seen players like magically healed and being able to play all the games. But I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if near the end of the season we see some shenanigans, some 2-minute nights.
So you have 2 spots left. Are you going to give one of those to another Clipper?
Let's see. That was a pretty big list. I guess I could pick pretty much anyone.
Is there any way that Rudy Gobert is going to be in this?
No.
Okay, so we can take him out. Should we throw Wemby in the list? Take his spot for the Frenchman?
Well, let me see. What has he been averaging this year?
You know you want Wemby in the All-Star game. Everybody wants Wemby in the All-Star game.
You want Wemby in the
The people want it. The people want to see Wemby with a good team. Imagine Wemby with the All-Star level players.
Oh, yeah, the tweaked ankle, and so that's why he was out. Sprained his ankle.
19 and 10.
He might not even play this game.
Oh, he was out.
He's been averaging 19 and 10. Yeah, almost 20 and 10. That's crazy. It's just, if it was in San Antonio, I'd understand. And that's another reason why Haliburton has to get in, is because it's in Indiana. So he has to be the starter. It's just what you do, But
have you seen the court in the airport?
Yeah. I was about to bring that up in Pearson Truth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a Pearson Truth topic. But
next.
But yeah, I think if it was in San Antonio, I think he would be in. Yeah, but because it doesn't matter. It's like, I don't think he's gonna get in there, especially with Chet being considered better favorite for Rookie of the Year.
Is Chet an All-Star? Is Chet gonna take one of those last 2?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Who else
did you have? Because not Jamal. Here, you can take out Jamal Murray.
Murray's not an All-Star?
Yeah, he was hurt.
Is Karl Towns a second Timberwolf? Do they get 2?
Maybe. I think number 1 seed. Someone's going to pick him because of the number 1 seed. The coaches or players are going to be like, oh.
Okay, so here are the options you have left. You could go Sabonis or Chet.
Have we talked about Paul George?
You could take Sabonis or Chet, a Clipper, Zion, or Karl Towns.
I would take Paul George.
Okay.
Wait, did we already put Kawhi? Oh, Kawhi Leonard's already in for you.
You have Kawhi in as a
Kawhi,
guy.
Paul George. So that leaves one more. I don't think
you're taking Paul George over Harden.
Yeah, I confidently you would. Yeah,
because of the way they've been playing, or because of the trade.
I think he's been, because of the way he's playing. I think he's taken a step offensively. Been the guy. Like, I think if in a playoff series, if they need scoring, they're gonna look to him first and then Kawhi. And I mean, Harden's done a great job of distributing. Being definitely trying, hustling. But yeah, I think Paul George is more of the focus. Let me see here.
I think Harden right now has the highest plus minus on the team, box score plus minus, and I think it's actually the highest non-Philly player in the league. I think the first four are like Embiid, Melton, Harris, and Maxey. And then shout out Embiid, shout out Maxey too, which is Maxey was probably the right pick, but Harden is the next the first non.
I mean, he's always been efficient. Like with the Nets, he was super efficient. I think he had a crazy plus minus on that team as well. So
okay, yeah. I mean, Paul George over the win streak that we mentioned earlier, 18-4. He is 24.5 points a game, 49, 46, 89. Shooting splits.
Bananas.
49, 46, 90 club. Oh, yeah. I forgot to mention Booker's name, too. You want to lock in Booker just for that last spot?
Booker or Fox?
Oh, see, there's so many guys.
Exactly. Fox? Booker or Fox? I mean, I'd take them both over Harden. I'd take them both over, Zion.
Okay, you're probably going to have to take Sengun out and put Booker in.
Yeah. I'd put Booker in as a reserve and put Fox as a reserve.
So your reserves are Kawhi, LeBron, Anthony Edwards, Booker, Steph, Fox.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Is that 6? Oh, you could keep Sengun. Oh, and Paul George is your 7.
Well, the Rockets really fell, so Sengun or
oh, you had Paul George. So you had Kawhi and Paul George, LeBron, Anthony Davis, Booker, Steph, and Fox.
Yeah.
No centers. I guess you had both Embiid and Jokic in your, or both Davis and Jokic in your front court. So
yeah, I guess Chet or Cat or Chet, Cat or Gobert. I mean, I'm not putting any of those guys above Fox or Booker.
I've got Steph, Anthony Edwards, Anthony Davis, Kevin Durant, De'Aaron Fox, Paul George.
Yeah.
And I think Booker too. So the only one, I guess we had the same guys.
Yeah.
All the same All-Stars.
Pretty much.
Okay, so for the East quickly, we could go Donovan Mitchell. Is he a lock?
Yeah, I think
A lock reserve.
Yeah, I put him in. I don't know. I haven't seen much of his numbers this year.
I think he's been 29 points a game in the last 10 games. So been playing it pretty.
Wow, 45 against the Nets.
Yeah. Is that the Paris game?
People Paris.
Is Jaylen Brown a lock? Which is Jaylen? So do we need to talk out the Celtics guys quickly? Jaylen Brown and Porzingis?
Well, wasn't Derek White supposed to be in or something?
You putting all 4 in?
Nah, I'm not putting 4 Celtics in there. But maybe 3. I don't know.
Derek White and Porzingis?
I would definitely push Derek White near the end. Maybe see who else we got. But yeah, I think Jaylen Brown gets in.
Is Butler a lock? Jimmy Butler?
Jimmy Butler gets in. Let's see. How's Dame been doing?
Is Dame a lock?
He's pretty much the same. Oh, well, no, he's not the same as last year, but it's just usual. Yeah, I think you put Dame in. Game time.
You have room for another big.
Let's see.
So these are your options. You could go. You have 3 spots left. You could go Bam, Porzingis, Banchero, Julius Randle.
No.
Siakam or Barnes.
No, I'm not putting all of those. I probably put Bam. Yeah. Jimmy Butler and Bam though, that's kind of crazy.
I know it seems right, but it's just the 5th seed in the East gets 2 teams, but
I don't know. But yeah, if you're looking for big man, yeah, I think Bam has to be in there. Who else do
over
I have on the
Porzingis.
list? Well, because I have Derek. I don't have Derek White actually.
You have
I have Jalen
Mitchell,
Brown,
Brown, Butler, and Dame.
Mitchell Brown, Butler, Dame. So doesn't that mean I get 3 more players, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you could go Bam
So
and
yeah,
Porzingis.
Bam, Porzingis,
One more.
and then I think it'd be tied between White
You could go.
and
You could go
what's his
Derek
face?
White,
Or
Banchero,
Bankera, yeah.
Scotty Barnes,
Miles Bridges? Yeah, no, Mikal Bridges.
Julius Randle.
Yeah, I don't want to put in Julius Randle. I didn't have Brunson in my thing though. So
So
I'll put
Brunson is
Brunson.
your other guy.
Yeah.
So you've
Brunson
got
over Derek White.
So you've got Mitchell, Brown, Butler, Dame, Brunson, Bam, and Kristaps.
Yeah.
Bam gets in over Julius Randle
Yes.
because
I
of the
think both
defense.
ends of the full field. Yeah. What he's doing on the
Rand,
team. And the Heat are horrible at putting up stats, like individual stats.
yeah.
Like I mean, they just won a game with both teams scoring under 100 points. Like they're a grinded out kind of team. And I don't know,
Randle,
Philly. Oh, what are you saying?
Randle, the last 27 games is 27 and 8, 51% from the field. So the numbers are pretty good, but I do get what you're saying.
I mean, he's taking a step back from last year. 29% from 3, his worst percentage in the last since 2020, since season 2020, last 4 years. So,
The only other guy I was going to make the case for would be Bam or Paolo.
yeah, that's Paolo's close.
Do we get one Magic, one Heat player?
It is. Well, I'd have to bump off on.
Yeah, Bam.
Probably face of the league. Maybe Barnes.
We don't have Barnes on.
Oh yeah, no, I remember you had mentioned him. No, I think I'll stick with what I got.
Paolo, the last 25 games, 25, 7, and 5. Magic, what are they, like the 6th seed? So playing pretty well, but they're
the 8th seed. Yeah, they lost the last 2 games. Yeah.
Come on, buddy. No Franz either. The last
yeah, they've
couple.
lost. Actually, they've lost 1, 2, 3. They've lost 7. They've lost 6 of the last 7. No, that's right.
So I've got Maxey, Mitchell, Jaylen Brown, Jimmy Butler, Dame, Porzingis.
Zingus.
The thing is, Banchero's shooting numbers haven't necessarily been great either.
Yeah.
I think I might just panic and vote Bam. If we were actually voting reserves,
yeah,
I may just stick in Bam last second. But I mean, that's a buzzer beater. It was Banchero up until the last second.
Yeah. Napoleon?
It was Banchero until Murray hit the buzzer beater.
That's his middle name, Napoleon.
Paolo, Napoleon, Banchero?
Yeah. I mean, their stats are really similar.
Bonaparte, Banchero?
Yeah. But when you actually watch them playing, I think you see Bam's maturity, and it's just time in the league. I think Banchero is going to get to that point, but you can probably pass him. But at this point in time, I'd still put Adebayo over him.
Does Paolo resemble Napoleon at all when he plays?
Well, I
Is there any similarities?
Napoleon play basketball. He's not
Does
really
he have
short.
the same kind of command? Leadership skills?
I don't think so.
Rally a group of guys?
I mean,
is that a nickname? That's actually his middle name?
That's actually his middle name.
I don't know if is that a wild thing to give your kid middle name Napoleon?
No, for sure. I have no idea what kind of middle name that is. Let's see. What is his full name? Let's get IT on this.
If I get his son, I'm going Alexander the Great for his middle name.
Paulo Napoleon James Boncaro.
Napoleon James?
Yep.
What is that? Paulo Alexander the Great Boncaro. I like the way it sounds.
I don't know what's going on with that. I have no idea.
Should we have mentioned also for the West? You can't make the case, but I really wanted to mention Jalen Williams. There's not enough spots, but he's also having a fantastic season. If there was a 7th team All NBA, baby, I think Jalen Williams.
7th. Yikes.
That's still like a top 35 guy.
No, for real.
Been big in fourth quarters.
For real. Is it ready for corner time? We head into the corners.
Fourth quarter, corner time?
Dashing to the corners. That would be wild if they had. I don't know. The way the league is right now, we might be. Okay.